You are not depressed, you're just undisciplined. Now, I'm not saying depression isn't real, but there's a lot of guys out there, and maybe you're one of them, who are undisciplined, but you're using the label, or you're telling yourself you're depressed when you're simply not. You're simply just avoiding the work that has to be done. And you're wasting so much potential and so much years of messing around and not putting in the right work that needs to be done. And you're using this as an escape to do the real work. Now, no one's going to tell you that, because people are going to bullshit you because they're bullshitting themselves. Now, true fatigue is working a 14-hour shift, coming back, doing stuff at home for your kids, your family and wife, going to the gym to work on yourself, getting back from that, and you're shattered. That's true fatigue. What you're doing is you're going to work, you're coming back, you're scrolling, you're avoiding the tasks, you're avoiding opportunities, you're avoiding putting yourself out there, you're giving yourself the permission to quit when it's easy. Your nutrition's all over the place, your sleep is all over the place, you've got no daily routine or structure, and you're not living like a man who truly respects himself. Now, that is not you being tired, or that's not you tired. That is you avoiding responsibility and avoiding the real work that has to be done. And you're just waiting to feel like it in your life. You're waiting to feel like it to change your life. And you're telling yourself these stories, and you're painting a narrative that is simply not true. And now you genuinely believe that you're depressed. You believe that you cannot change your life. And you're living and breathing this every day. And there's a lot of guys out there doing that. Right now, you're waking up demanding yourself very little. You've set the bar so low, and the expectations as well. You get up, you just go to work, you come back, you're giving your family little time, little attention. You can't be the role models that they want or that you want to be for them. And you're just living a very mediocre life. But the issue is with that, every time and every day that you extend that, you're hating it a little bit more, and you hate yourself a little bit more. But we need to change that. Now, the first way to do that, right, is recognize the truth that you're not depressed, that you're just simply undisciplined. A man that's undisciplined, a man that has no drive or purpose, leaves his door wide open for destruction. Leaves his door wide open for actions that are not going to make him feel good or build his life up. Leaves his mind open for the devil, right? But you need to learn how to pick yourself up and increase your ability to think. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over 3 things that you can do today to change that. But to even take these points on board, you have to realize that you're just simply undisciplined. The tiredness that you feel is avoidance, and you're not depressed. So the first thing that we have to do is stop waiting to feel like it. Stop waiting to feel like it to change your life, because it's been going on for too many years now. You're pretending. You're simply bullshitting yourself. You're never going to feel like changing, right? And the longer that you're sitting in this misery, right, of this afflicted misery, the harder it's going to be to change. The longer that you're going to destroy your body with poor health, the harder it's going to be to change. So you need to understand and know now that you're going to have to take action for a certain period of time where you generally cannot be bothered doing so. Your alarm clock will go off in the morning and you will not want to go to the gym. Your mind will be telling you to lie in and continue to use the excuses that you've been using for years. The day that you feel like doing it is the day that you've built enough momentum and consistency and self-trust, and you're starting to see results. So understand the first phase of you changing this and building the discipline that you want and getting in the best shape of your life isn't going to be you feeling like doing it. You can build the goals, you can get inspired for a few seconds, you can get that initial motivation, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty work, you're not going to feel like it. And I'm here to tell the truth, because I said at the start of the video, they're not going to tell you the truth. So stop waiting to feel like it, right? And stop avoiding the difficult tasks. You know exactly what it is that you have to do. You know that you have to get into the gym. You know you need to start looking after your health. You know that you want to be in the best shape of your life. You want to perform at a higher level. You want to be role models for your family. You want to be able to walk with more confidence and stand up for yourself. But to be in that position requires you to be that person, and that requires you to take action and live a certain lifestyle. And to get to that point, yeah, you're not going to feel like it. Now, the next one is to stop breaking promises to yourself, because this simply drains your confidence. Every time that you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you're destroying a block of confidence and self-trust. It's very hard to get back. Now, the good news about this is every time you follow through in your word, you build up that block and you start to build a stronger foundation. If you have no confidence in yourself, guess what? You don't believe in yourself, and you're not going to seek a better life. You're just going to latch on to all of the excuses, all of the reasons why you can't do it. You'll pick out points from your past and you'll use that as a valid excuse on why you can't be better. You'll start hanging around with guys of a like nature, and your life will just be filled with misery, you being slow to the target and never accomplishing anything. And that as well, your wife, your girlfriend, your family will not respect you. And that is the truth. So stop breaking promises to yourself, because it simply drains confidence. Now, the next one is you need to understand that action, right, creates energy. Right now, you wake up, you've got no energy, you've got no drive, you've got no purpose, you've got no passion, and you cannot be bothered working on yourself because you have no energy. Now, here's the key. The more that you take action, you create that energy, right? And the action I'm talking about is the action that's going to build your body, your spirit, and your mind up. How can you expect to have energy when your nutrition is filled with processed foods all day? When you're going into the shop to get your Tesco meal deal for your lunch, you've got no planning or preparation around your sleep, your hydration, how you manage stress. You don't even have a plan on what it is or what days that you go to the gym. No wonder you have no energy, because you're going against natural order. Your body needs all this to be in full alignment and to have energy. And I know it's hard to get into that position now, but if you start working on these at a steady pace, in 6 months' time, a year's time, 3 months' time, you'll be in a completely different position. Now, yesterday we had our team out from our Leader 365 program and our running club that we started in our local community. We took the guys out for a hill walk, right? What an experience. And we had about 10 guys come along, being around like-minded men with one clear objective, was to take on the hill and take on that challenge. But not only that, being around like-minded men inspires you to be better, because you realise that you're all in the same mission, you're all here to accomplish the same things, and you build up a unity and a community that has endless power. So the last point of this is to place yourself into environments that's going to uplift your spirit. Because right now, the people you're surrounding yourself with, they don't want to be better. So how can they want what's best for you? Your environment dictates your results. As you change and grow, you will want to seek new environments, places that are going to be aligned with the type of stuff that you want to build into, or the type of man that you want to become. Right now, your weekends are filled up going out to the pub or sitting home fucking watching Netflix, scrolling, and doing nothing with your life. You need to get around real men who want real results, and get around people who are doing what you want to do, so you can just be inspired and learn from them. This is why it's so important to check your environment. These are simple things that you can do today, but they will have a massive impact on your life and the trajectory of your life going forward. So take the points that I said today and ask yourself if they will change your life. Now, we help men 30 plus, right, lose 10 kilograms, get leaner, get stronger, build daily execution, discipline, and their mindset. And not only that, improve their performance. And we help guys who look back in their 20s and their 20s were never as they hoped. Now they're sitting 30 plus now, wanting and wishing that they were the man that they truly wanted to be. But they've never been shown how. This is why we created a program, the Leader 365, so we can help men step into leaders, the first level of leadership, which is learn how to lead yourself. And you best believe training, fitness, health is a major part of this. Because if you don't have health, then you're done for. Because energy is what you need to build your life. Energy is what you need to have the confidence that you want. Energy is what you need to be the role model for your family, your wife, and your kids. Too many men are lost. Too many men are losing today. We need to change that, and we do that by changing yourself. Any questions? Comment in the comment section below. Depression isn't real. You're just simply undisciplined.